Okay, troubleshooting time on this SA-828. Here's the problem. The peak power indicator meter doesn't work. You're supposed to be able to have it off ×1 or ×1/10, and only the couple of the light LEDs are coming on, and that's it. If I go halfway, if I put the button halfway, I get some weird stuff, but it's not working. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and we'll take a look. Okay, upon opening this up, check this out. Right here, looks like a capacitor has exploded. Look at that gunk. Right there. And if I turn it around, it's this guy right here. And I even see some heat damage on the board. That guy must have gotten really hot. Capacitor C734. I'm sorry for the horrible camera work, but that's right there. You'll see there's even some corrosion on the lead. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. I'm gonna replace this cap. Okay, I just used rubbing alcohol. And I do see like a little bit of etching in the circuit, but my guess is it's fine. But I cleaned up that whole trace, everything that was from the leaky cap. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out now, and then I'll replace it. Let's see what it is. Here's the old one. It's coming up at a 40 microfarad with a 39 ohms of resistance. So that is a bad cap. We're gonna go ahead and test it with a new one in just a moment here. All right, it's a 100 microfarad and it was a 10 volt, so I have a new fresh one, a 16 volt. I always go up a little bit in voltage, and there you go. It's a 100 microfarad with a 0.74 ohms. So this thing is acting more like a resistor than it is a capacitor. So we're gonna go ahead and put that new one in right there where I took the other one out. Wherever the heck it was. Where was it? Somewhere here. Oh, right there. Turns out I had to take the whole board out. What I did is I labeled everything and I took lots of pictures. It came out actually rather easy after about 10 minutes, and it's delicate. But what I discovered, which I just couldn't see with the naked eye, even with the wiring diagram, is I had another jumper that was bad. So I decided to go ahead and just put manual jumpers between the spots that were bad from that capacitor. I'm going to reflow a couple solder joints. I'm going to check everything just for any cold solder joints. However, there isn't a lot of heat generated on this part of the board. And then finally, I'm going to find out why the wrapper has shrunk on these two capacitors. So I'm going to go ahead and test both of these. I may just replace them on principle, but everything else looks okay. The power supply doesn't look too charred. Really doesn't look like it has a lot of hours, but I'm pretty sure that was the fix right there. And that was a bad capacitor which leaked and just caused some havoc there. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I reviewed all the capacitors on this board, and there are 3 in particular which are in the power supply adjacent to a power regulator that gets really hot. You'll see that the wrapper on a couple of these has shrunk. In fact, it's shrunk on all of them. And the smaller one here is actually showing signs of leakage where electrolytic fluid has come out. Anyways, these both test high. This one tests low. So I replaced all of them with modern equivalents. I did look around. I don't see anything else bad on this board. What this seems to indicate is maybe the whole thing needs to be recapped. Well, I'm not going to do that. Let's just hope that there isn't anything else down below here. But I did look, and I don't really see any issues other than these 3 caps. And then this bad capacitor right here, which etched away at the board, and I had to put some new wire traces on with the replacement. So I'm going to put this back together and let's see what happens. All right, here's a preliminary put back together. I still got to button everything up, but check this out. looks like it's fixed.